What's up everybody, my name is Cap, and I'm here to talk to you today about the ultimate utility for Black Ops 2 for iPhone. Well, all iPhone kind of products there, iPods, iTouch, iPads, all that sort of thing. So anyway, I want to talk to you about this app here. I've been asked to kind of take a chance to look at it here and really enjoy what I see on it, and I think it's just pretty badass, so I wanted to show you about it. It's made from a guy named Brass+Monkeigh, and all his information, how to contact him, all the product information's in the video description below. Now, if you're here for a chance to try and win it, stick around to the end to find out actually how you have a chance to try and win this thing. So, let's get right to some of the features on here. One of the first things you'll see up here, the first option you have is weapons. Now, this thing goes into a very detailed breakdown about weapons. You can get into, the stats on them, the short range, the long range, the damage fall off there, all the different stats about how the different attachments and stuff work for them. It is really awesome as far as being able to compare guns, and that brings me to the very next section. And that would be another part of the program called Compare Guns, where you can pull up two different kinds of guns and see all their basic kinds of stats as you see here, and it shows you a little check mark about which one has the better stat rating for that particular kind of gun. It's pretty cool, if you're just kind of like really just messing around, say sitting at work, sitting at school, bored to tears, and you're looking to try and customize a class to do for later on, then you kind of go through here and say, okay, well, the AN-94 versus this gun, I think this one does better for this kind of class. So it just gives you a really good opportunity to try and see which gun's better in certain scenarios. And if you're not quite sure about which gun you want to use entirely, you can go to the gun finder portion of the app here, where it allows you to go in and kind of set this customized field as to what you're looking for. Like, I want to find an SMG with the highest rate of fire, or the highest damage rating per shot, or sort of thing, and that'll actually pull it up, and then you can see what it actually looks up. So, it gives you an idea of, I don't know all the guns, or I don't know all the stats about which one's the best one. That gives you an opportunity to try and, find it that way. So it's pretty cool. I like that portion of it. Now, another section of this is the actual maps here, and this you can pull up all the original maps, and I believe you can pull up the DLC maps too when it gets updated too. But each one of these, you can go through and look at the maps, and you can actually select what kind of game mode you want to see there too. So you can see the different kinds of spawns, you can see where the bomb plants are. If you want to go into hardpoint, you can kind of see where all the different spawn locations for the hardpoint is going to be, and all that other stuff. So it's really cool, a good way to learn the spawns of the map, because that is a very key part of being good in Call of Duty, in my opinion, is knowing the maps, and this really does help out with that. And of course, if you want to be able to mess around, there's an option you can go in and create the actual classes and stuff here. Now, it doesn't sync up with the game, because this isn't, made by Activision, it's made by Brass+Monkeigh, but this allows you to go in and completely customize a class. So if you're sitting on a train somewhere and you don't have internet access, or sitting in class bored to tears, or like me, sitting at work and you just want to mess around with it, whatever, you can just, pull up the app, go through, kind of mess around, do all the gun searches, figure out what you want in a class, all the perks you want, set it, save it, give it the name you want to, and then when you get back to the actual game where you can log into Elite, then you can go in and create that class. Now, the last main feature that I really like about this I'm going to cover here is the stats calculator. This, I know a lot of people really do care about their stats. Me personally, I don't really care that much about them, but it's one of those really cool things I wanted to show you here, where you can go in and enter your stats in here, and it'll show you, break it down, what your kill-death ratio is, you'll show your graph. You can kind of just really get a visual as to what your stats are. For some reason, you're just interested in that, so that's kind of cool too. I like that, and it's just an added feature they put in, just something nice to have. And lastly, the part that some of you may be looking for, how to win a free copy of this here. If you want to win a free copy, instead of trying to do like a lot of people do and say, okay, do a random number or post a comment and I'll randomly choose, to try and keep it as fair as possible, they set it up with a system here. What you do is just send a text message to updates@brassmonkey.com in there and say Cap00 sent me. Just spell out my channel name, CEPP00 sent me, send it to them. Your name will be added to the list and automatically generated, and they're going to hand out, a few different codes. You'll get a response back for it. Now, once again, this is for iOS products only. It is not available on Android or PC. So if you got an Android phone or whatever, you're just going to not be eligible for it. You can send the text, I guess, if you want to, and you may end up winning, but you're not going to be able to download it. So for iOS fans only, just send them a text message, and you're good to go. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I really do enjoy these kind of review things. If I get a chance to use a product and I like it, I like to tell you guys about it here. I don't get paid for these promos. I don't get any kind of reward for these sort of things. It's just one of those, I found it's kind of cool. It's related to gaming, so I like to share it with you guys. So you let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you later.